my takeaway on Joe Mixon was they're saying, okay, we're not going to deny employment, but we're not going to let you do a John Ross. We're not going to let you ruin our weekend televised event. Elevate yourself 3 rounds, and you're the only thing anybody talks about. So I don't see the NFL as hypocritical. No more than I see a newspaper hypocritical that they're schmoozing sales in the back room, getting subscriptions, and doing journalism in the front of the building. The NFL saying, you can come into our league.
Yeah.
We are not promoting you on a televised network of which, if you're doing drugs, domestic violence, this is our network. This is our showcase. It's one of our multifaceted TV products. We're not letting you steal the weekend. It doesn't bother me at all.
I understand it. Listen, and I have heard that argument from you, and I understand it. I still view the NFL as hypocritical in this situation. Unless you're going to deny employment, then all you're doing is having a big PR theme ride.
You're giving them a spanking.
And you're bowing to what is now wildly popular, which is becoming incredibly PC in today's culture.
What do you mean?
Well, they are bowing to what our culture demands, which is that you have to be outwardly PC. You can't just say, well, this is our business, and we're not going to deny him that, and that was his personal issue, and he's here in part to vet out that personal issue so that teams can meet with him and potentially pull him off the draft board, because you can hurt your stock just as much as you can increase your stock at the combine. Just because you're at the combine doesn't mean that you're going to rise 3 rounds. Okay, this is the ultimate vetting out stage, is the combine. So denying him that opportunity is just denying teams access to thoroughly vet out Joe Mixon. And I think he's a bigger story now because he wasn't there, rather than if he was there and actually running alongside guys that were going to beat him in the 40 and the 3-cone drill anyways, which is a guy like Christian McCaffrey.
So you see it as the NFL caving to pressure.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, and I see it as a business decision where the NFL says this combine's getting more popular.
But aren't those one and the same? Because they're making a business decision that's going to be viewed in our wildly PC culture more positively.
No, what the NFL could be saying is we butchered the Ray Wright situation.
Sure.
We did not, because I really think they did butcher it, and the NFL has been tone deaf on domestic violence. They've been tone deaf.
I don't disagree at all.
And they butchered it. So the NFL is saying, you know what? We butchered that. So if anything now, we're going to be, I say overly punitive. I think it's reasonably punitive on Joe Mixon. So
then deny him employment.
Well, but it's very difficult. But that in America,
this is just a show.
You can't deny employment in America. People do make mistakes.
I totally agree. So
you can't deny him employment.
I totally agree. But
I can deny him promotion.
But what is the combine? It's a vetting out. It's not a promotion. It's a vetting out process. They don't even allow fans in. If you're going to make a stand, have him there so that he can be thoroughly vetted out by your 32 organizations.
You can do that in pro day.
And don't show him.
Yeah, but can't you vet him out on pro day where the team has to pay for it? The league pays for all the physical stuff. What the league is saying, we're not going to pay for that. You have not earned the right for us to pay for it. Now, the Arizona Cardinals, you've
got to fly out there March 8th.
And they're going to pay for everything.
I understand
We're not going to pay for any of this crap because you couldn't be a good human.
I don't disagree with that. Now, I happen to believe that the combine is a vetting out process for the organizations. Now, if you're going to force them to go, but they caved to public demand in our ever-increasing PC culture for their business. I'm not saying that's wrong. I think it's hypocritical of them. The bottom line is Joe Mixon's going to get drafted.
Yes.
And he is a very talented football player.
No doubt.
It's the reason he was still at Oklahoma. He's going to continue to get chances based on that ability, whether you like it or not. And that's
just like as a parent, you're not going to deny your kids certain fundamental things like education, but you're not giving them a field trip if they were brats. Essentially, the combine's a paid-for vacation, and the NFL's like, we're not going to do it for you. Anyway, this is all good stuff.
Let me ask you this, though. Would we be talking about Joe Mixon if he was at the combine?
I think it would have been.
To this extent?
Well, that's just because I'm into it today. I don't think the other shows are talking about it like I am. I just think this is, because I didn't get to it last week. So I was thinking about it this weekend, and I'm like,
but I don't care about other shows. You're the only show that matters.
No question.
And
that's been established.
You are talking about him thoroughly, I might add. And that wouldn't be the case if he was there, because he would have just been, another running back. And I mean, would he have ran as quick as Christian McCaffrey? Probably not. Would he have had the 3-cone drill? Probably not. Been as fluid in his position drills? Probably not.
But I bet you all weekend long talk shows would be talking about him being at that thing, and this weekend
and
they weren't.
Taking some artificial stance and placating to their base.
Are you calling it fake news?